And that's my concern. And obviously we have to cut spending in some, but I would love our military to go down. I would love our healthcare to go down. I just don't see where we get all the money. 2 trillion is so much money.
I'm even thinking
I would love
about this,
for it to be rich people. I'm sure there's somebody who's going to comment, but
outside of the, I'm thinking about this issue outside of the U.S. is my basic question for somebody who has a more, mathed out answer of this is, what is the threshold you get to where you have no choice but to start cutting spending on things that people like, that average people like? What is the threshold where you have to start doing that no matter what?
Well, you can't do it politically.
And that's very vague, and you can't do it politically. I understand all of these things, right? I get that. I'm just wondering there is a point where you have rode the gravy train for so long that you need to make like hard choices. And I'm wondering where that is. And I rather start with things like wealth taxes or like land value taxes or fucking estate taxes, higher income taxes on the wealthy, raise the corporate taxes, all of these things that I think are essential to having a better functioning society. That at a base level, I want to start with all those things because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
We've been going in the opposite direction for a really long time. And that's the part that needs to be reverted 100%. But I'm asking like the question of the math. And I don't know. I understand that we don't have like the exact numbers or like the answer.
Yeah.
Here. I'm more curious.
No, I mean, I think the realistic outcome, this is what I hear from people who talk about the same thing, is that we won't figure it out and we're going to run full speed into the wall. And what that means is the cost of borrowing will get so astronomical that you just can't pay. That people will stop because as your debt gets so big, people charge more and more. You have to pay more and more yield to get someone to loan you money, and that's going to get out of control. And then we're going to have to print money to buy our own debt. This is like the end game of Japan. Japan's going through this right now. I mean, Japan's in a bit of a. Japan just had an election where their far right party, the "Make Japan Great Again" type thing.
Yeah, they won.
They're sweeping. And the LDP lost a majority for the first time in the history of Japan, really, like forever, and. People are angry there because they're at the end game. They have 200% jet to GDP.
Yeah.
They're printing money. They're getting inflation, but wages aren't keeping up. People are getting angry. And that's you got to get political upheaval. If you can't solve the debt problem, if you can't balance the budget, you eventually get it. You can just sort of delay it for a long time, and we have, but you will eventually get political problems. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the UK sort of had it with, they had a budget that was so bad, no one loaned them money, and Liz Truss got kicked out of office in 30 days or whatever.
That's That's still crazy.
So I don't know. It's happening. It's happening all over. This is a question not just in France, but everywhere. But I totally agree with your question. I don't know how it's solved.